Rightio, we got Mark from Aussie Heads and Race Engines here again. Here's this SR20, and it's basically final stage of assembly. As you can see here, we've gone through and finished all our ports off. I've polished the exhaust and polished the chambers. We don't polish inlets. We port them, and I use about a 120 grit to sand them back and leave them slightly rough. With the exhaust, you can go over the top and get them mirror finish, so you know it doesn't really matter in the first seconds of operation. It's pretty well tarnished and gone anyway. So all the polishing is doing, because there's a lot of debate in the comments, is all polish is doing is making the surface smooth, and carbon doesn't stick to it as much as a rough surface. Also, if you want to get into physics of it all, anything that's shiny reflects heat. Therefore, heat in physics is energy, and energy is power. So, you know, if you want to get right into it, but honestly, it does not, on a flow bench, improve flow whatsoever. On a dyno, you will get a bit, if you leave your inlets slightly rough, it'll atomise the fuel as it's going through, drawing into the engine, and break up the fuel air molecules much more evenly. So what we'll do, we'll have a close look at this. Like I said in the part 2, we've just gone through and cut back the short size of the separators, and what I was going to get to you in this video is just a few polishing tips. Like, you can go ahead and buy all sorts of stuff here. So you've got these poly wheels. They're alright, but they're restrictive in size. What I use, I've turned up another bit of threaded rod. It's cheap as this threaded stainless rod, and what I've done on the end is tapered it down and cut a groove in it, and you just wind your emery tape around your arbor, and she's like a flat wheel, so she polishes the best I've found, and it's the cheapest. It makes a mess, but yeah, polishing's the worst part of porting. So that's her. She's all done. She looks alright. I'll give you a little shot at the inlets. We go over. Down there, I might get to roll it over. That's in there. As we look back down through the port there. So yeah, just all your polishing, I use that, the rough back. You can buy sanding discs with these rubber arbors. They're good for doing chambers. You get the same pad that go onto them for your Scotch-Brite, that gives you your final blend. And what I've done here, I've made my own contraption. I actually get these, they're only cheap. I rip the plastic off and put a hole through them and put that on a threaded bar with a nut either side, and that's nice Scotch-Brite to do all your exhaust and polishing with. So that's another cheap idea. Honestly, polishing in that, over the years, mate, it's just so many heads are so different. You know, you find one job, you'll polish it all dry. Sometimes you might have to use a bit of CRC or a bit of oil, and to get that polish. It's just you know, you can go to your buffing pads as well. You know, you find buffing pads and use buffing compound if you want to go over the top. This guy, you know, didn't have major coin, because, you know, like, it's $3,000 head here, so you know, I'm not going to go over the top spending hundreds of hours for $3 grand. So that's her, you know, SR20. So all we got to do now is assemble her up. I've CC'd them. We got 50 cc's, which dropped us down to about 8.15, you know, 8.1, 8.2. So, you know, it's pretty good. It's to shove some decent boost up this engine, and everything will be fine then. So that's her, all finished. I'll do a video on this thing, because we're going to shove it on the engine, and I'll go through some cam timing on an overhead cam thing, because the twin cam, it's got stage 2 Tommy cams, so this thing will be a decent engine. So that's all from Aussie Heads and Race Engines. Catch you later, take care.